Now that is how you win a ball game against the defending World Series champions. 14-4, the Phillies take it over the Atlanta Braves in the finale of this three-game set. Ricky Bottalico, Ben Davis, I'm Michael Parkan. We'll go back over to the ballpark in a moment. Special interview coming to you with Tom and John Kruk. Take it any order you wish. Aaron Nola pitched well enough, certainly, to win this game, and the bombs coming from the Phillies' bats.
I think Aaron was good. I think he could have been better if needed. I think he was in one of those situations where, you know, you're up 10 runs. You just want to go out there, throw strikes, and the Braves are in swing mode, and I think he paid for it a little bit later on the ball game. But I like what I saw from Aaron Nola. I love what I saw from the top of the lineup. We've been bashing that for day after day after day, and you see 4 home runs at the top of the, or 5 home runs at the top of the lineup. It's nice to see.
Well, Darick Hall is the 10th player in Phillies history to hit his first 2 career home runs in the same game. He's with Tom McCarthy and John Kruk right now. Guys?
All right, Michael, thank you very much. Darick, how cool was this, buddy?
Oh, it was amazing. I was so excited.
I tell you what, Darick, most guys, when they do something really good, they try to get that game face. You weren't hiding your emotions. You were smiling the whole way around, my friend.
Hey, I'd be lying if I said I couldn't smile. I mean, I was just so happy, you know, like overjoyed.
Darick, this team with Bryce going down, they needed some left-handed pop in the lineup, and you know, tonight you were that guy, and that's going to bode well for the rest of the way until Bryce gets back, we hope.
Yeah, you know, I was just glad to be able to make an impact on the team, and you know, and that's really all I feel like they could ask of me, and I could ask of myself.
I know your mind's racing right now, and I know Ashley's waiting to say hi to you as well. But is there a piece of advice that you've gotten these last couple of days that you kind of have taken to heart into these games?
You know, my favorite thing that's helped me is just how nice everybody's been and welcoming, and I really think that made me feel good and able to relax, and it's definitely helped me, you know, on the field and with my performance, and I that's more than anybody could have ever asked coming in, you know, joining the team mid-season, and you know, they're rolling this month, and just to be able to come in and be included and feel like one of the guys is you know, been huge for me, and it's just a testament to the guys on this team, and I hope that we can, you know, carry on.
Now, part of that niceness too is you got some veteran guys that are leaders, and yesterday, after your first at bat, you grounded out. Nick Castellanos came over, gave you a high five, and gave you some words of wisdom, I would think. I mean, isn't that what a leader does?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, even that scene, obviously we want the hit. We want to get that first one out of the way, and there's just a comfort level. Like, you know, they really let me enjoy being here regardless of the result, and you know, obviously that really helped me feel good too.
Well, it was nice to see tonight, Darick. It was nice to see.
Thank you.
Enjoy the family. Enjoy the family.
Yeah,
have some
go
fun
enjoy
tonight.
it. Go enjoy it. Go say hello to Ashley and soak this one in, buddy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
All right. Darick Hall, our guest.
Nice young man.
Good dude. Good dude. There's Matt Vierling talking to Darick's wife, Ashley, and really cool night to help the Phils to this victory. Michael, back to you.
All right, Tom, John, and congratulations to Darick Hall wearing number 25. Gee, who else wore number 25? Big bopper for the Phillies.
Greg Jeffries.
Yeah.
Hats off
to
to
Jim.
Tomey.
But I'll tell you what, there he is with his wife, Ashley, and you love to see guys with a big smile on their face do well, and he certainly did tonight. In fact, Darick Hall is the only Phillies player since at least 1901, as far back as we can check, with a multi-home run game within his first 2 career MLB games. And when you look at the last 5 Major League players with a multi-home run game within their first 2 games, you got Brian Servant from the Rockies, you got Trevor Story from the Rockies, you got Yasiel Puig from the Dodgers, and Manny Machado from the Orioles. Those are some names there that are doing some real good things. He's 26 years old. He's not 19, he's not 20. I'm wondering what you think his future might be for Darick Hall.
I think he's on, like, you have to take it like day by day. He's been around for a while in the Phillies organization. He obviously showed he could play in AAA. He hit 20 home runs down there before the break down there, so that's pretty legit. I think you give him a shot. There is no joking around here. They brought him up in AAA to be their cleanup hitter in the big leagues. I mean, that's not a joke. That's putting a guy there, having a lot of confidence in the guy. And the thing that I love, he's not intimidated. Think about his swings yesterday. He came out swinging the bat yesterday.
Right.
There was somebody must have given him some good advice. Like, act like you've been there, go and do your thing in that batter's box. That's exactly what he's done. It paid off today.
That's a great point by you, but my point would be no Gene Segura and no Bryce Harper, obviously, those two guys. I'm not saying Segura is a big bopper, but he has a place in the lineup. Certainly Harper's got the 3 spot, Castellanos the 4 spot. Darick Hall is not here. If not for those injuries, what do you think his future is once those guys come back?
I think if he
even next season.
Right. I think if he hits, he's going to stay here. They always say that if you can hit, they'll find a spot for you. But I think the same can be said for all these guys in the lineup. The inconsistencies of the offense is why they're in the spot that they're in. Starting pitching's been pretty darn good all season. The bullpen's been up and down. They started to rectify that lately. But the inconsistency of the offense is why the Phillies are in the spot they are in. You saw Matt Vierling tonight with a big 2-run double. If he hits, he's going to play. This isn't. I know they have certain guys that are up here to because they need to fill the void. But if they don't produce, they're not going to play. They're not the 4th highest payroll in all of baseball. So to give guys time and let them hopefully to see what they can do at this level. No, they have to do stuff when they're at this level. When so much is riding on this. When ownership went out, and I applaud them for doing it. They went out and made all these big purchases, and they did it for one reason. To win and to get into playoffs. And if these guys don't produce, they're not going to play. They will find somebody that will.
And with that, let's go over to John Kruk, who just called tonight's game with Tom McCarthy, just talked to Darick Hall. John, love this win, great win. At the same time, it's a little bit annoying if you're a Phillies fan because they showed the bats tonight. This guy, Ian Anderson, he can pitch a little bit, certainly. Where was this the first 2 games? We want to see more of this, John Kruk.
Michael, if it was as easy as you just described, you would still be playing.
You're right. Little League.
It's just not. Look, you think about how much failure there is in this sport, and to ask a team to score, double-digit runs in every game. If we did it tonight, why couldn't you do it last night or the night before? If it was that easy, hell, we'd still be here. We'd be in the 2nd inning.
Yeah. No,
Michael,
I mean, John,
that.
more than 1 run, John. More than 3 runs.
I get it. I get it. But you had guys struggling offensively. Nick was struggling. Bryce, of course, is hurt. Gene's hurt. The bottom of the lineup wasn't doing much the last couple games until tonight. So, I mean, that's all a recipe for, low-scoring games for your team. But, look, are they going to score 14 runs tomorrow? You'd hope they would, but, you can't count on it. But just score 1 more than the other team, that's all.
Well, something that we haven't seen is 5 for 6 with runners in scoring position, which was nice. I know a lot had to do with that 7-run inning. But how nice was it to see you're watching Ian Anderson out there, and you know that he cannot locate a changeup. He threw a ton of them right into the ground. He didn't have a good feel for it. How nice is it as a hitter to get up there and you could erase one of his pitches right off the bat?
Oh, it's so huge as a hitter when you can say, okay, I don't even need to think about that pitch. And it's not like Ian Anderson's like a 5-6 pitch pitcher. He's fastball, changeup, occasional breaking balls. I mean, he's basically, 2.5 pitch pitcher. Let's just say that. So when you can eliminate his changeup, which I think that's his best pitch when he's right with it. Tonight he wasn't right with it, and Phillies made him pay for that. And that's a good sign for the Phillies that you see a lot of times where a guy's struggling early with his breaking ball or something, and the Phillies still swing at it. They weren't swinging at it tonight. They were taking it, getting ahead in the count, working counts, and delivering with runners in scoring position, which is going to be huge coming up with this series with St. Louis.
John, I look at this lineup up and down. There's a lot of hits, and I think a couple guys that get overlooked because they did not go deep was Bryson Stott and Matt Vierling. 3 for 5 combined in the game, 3 walks, 3 RBIs, and they were the guys that were getting on base for Kyle Schwarber coming up, hitting the home runs. This is huge for this lineup. If these guys hit, they got to play, correct?
Well, yeah, absolutely. If they're hitting, Bill Madlock told me my rookie year, he asked me, he said, why aren't you playing? Or my second year, he said, why aren't you playing? And I said, well, they said I'm not a good defender and they need me to work on my defense before they can put me in the starting lineup. And he said, that you can shake a tree and 10 gloves will fall out and only 1 bat. He said, if you can hit, you're going to play. That's what these Phillies are. If Stott hits, if Vierling hits, they're going to play. And that's just the way it is. Because, look, I heard you guys talking earlier about, you have to play the hot hand. You can't give guys – 3 or 4 years ago, you can let guys struggle and keep them in the lineup till they hopefully work it out themselves. Because you didn't think you were going to win. But I heard Ben say it, and he's absolutely 100% correct. This team was the payroll for this team. They are built to win now. That's what this team was designed for in spring training when they got Schwarber, Castellanos, and the rest. They're built to win now. And so, look, if Veerling continues hitting, you feel bad for Moniak and Odubel, but they're not going to play. If Veerling's hitting, they're not going to play. If Stott continues to hit, whoever else they got in there, Munoz, the rest, they're not going to play. It's just the way it is. You have to win now. You can't. You've dug yourself a hole. You can't wait for guys to get right, young players to get right. A guy like Castellanos, you wait because he's got a track record. These young guys don't have track records. If they don't produce, you got to find someone else who can.
You're back, all right. All right, let's take a look at inside the box score. Thanks a lot to make John Kruk laugh, let me tell you that. Let's take a look at inside the box score. Kyle Schwarber leading it off tonight, 1 for 4 with his 23rd home run. He has been absolutely insane in the month of June with 3 runs batted in tonight and the strikeout. Rhys Hoskins, 1 for 3, home run himself. 4 home runs this evening for the Phillies, including Darick Hall's 2 home runs tonight. He's 2 for 5. 5 home runs tonight.
There you go.
There you go. Thank you, Bobo.
Every regular with a knock. Every regular with a knock. You never see that.
Is there anything better than that?
No.
That could happen to a lineup because everybody feels good about going into this series tomorrow. And I think John Kruk's 100% right. Ben, you were absolutely right that this team doesn't have time for no numbers. If you come up to this ball club and you're not putting up numbers, you're not putting up some offensive production, there's no need for you anymore. Mm-hmm. And it's a sad thing to say in a sense, but you build a team. You're built to win. Win now. It's not win later. It's not win 3 years from now. It's win this year.
Yeah.
That's the mentality I think the fans have been waiting for here. And there's no more tolerance for bad play.
But think about it, that's the way it should be.
Yes.
You want a return on your investment. And again, this ownership group and the front office made a huge investment this offseason and for years to come. They want to see a return on that investment. It's been a minute or two since the team has been in the playoffs. 2011, that seems like eons ago. They want to return on that investment, and by golly, they got it tonight.
How about the night for Darick Hall?
Yeah, huge. Obviously, and it's a testament to his work ethic, player development. I mean, it's a great story. He's kind of brought him here for that. A little thump in the middle of the lineup, and he was hot, and he produced. So it was great.
Do you think a night like this? Do you read anything into a night like this from Nick? Do you think it starts?
Well, I think he's coming. And I've said that lately. Just
Tangible evidence.
yeah, ball hit down the line, base hit, and obviously it's an opposite field home run. That's what he looks like. So we're making strides.
Did you sense emotionally a little bit of a weight off the shoulders as you got back from that?
He's pretty even keeled. He doesn't really get too up or too down, so it's kind of normal.
Did you Didi forgets how many outs there, but then right in that next half inning, you guys come back and respond.
Yeah, it was great. And Didi knows better. And I didn't have to say anything to him. I just told him, hey, that's over. We got to move on. So it was nice that he got the base hit down the line, made some plays after that. So he knows better.
Good to see his offense explode a little bit after the first couple of games of this series where you had some issues scoring runs.
Yes. No, we did. I mean, we got power from the front of the lineup with home runs, and we got on base from the back of the lineup, and that's what I've been talking about is guys got to chip in and step up, and they did tonight.